Yeah, man, I remember being so naive when life was good, weather and palm trees. Back in the day, you were everything I need. But then along came a time when you crushed my dreams. Oh yeah, you played me like a fool.
Well, we have made it to New York. And we are staying at the Moxie, New York, Times Square. This is our first time staying in Times Square because it's just too busy over here. So we normally don't stay here. But since everything we're doing this weekend is centrally located around Times Square, we decided to stay here. And it is our vacation. Bay.
Vacation.
On day one, the Veterans Day Parade totally threw off our schedule. We were in our Uber for an hour and a half to get to the hotel, so we went ahead over to Clinton Hall and had some wings and some mozzarella sticks. Clinton Hall is known for their burgers, and they won awards for their burgers, but we got the wings and dipped back to the hotel to get ready for our night out on Broadway. This is the face of somebody who left their wallet, which had my vaccination card on the inside, at the hotel. So we had to sit outside at Obao Restaurant, which sucks because I was really looking forward to dining inside because it's really nice in the inside. But the food was decent. I don't lie. The food was okay. I expected more. But hey, maybe it's something that I ordered. But for the most part, it was cool. One thing on my bucket list was to definitely go see a Broadway play, so we made it happen this trip to New York. We went to go see Thoughts of a Colored Man, and let me tell you, it was an amazing play. I will definitely go see this 10 times over. Now, if you don't want to know the true thoughts of a colored man, don't go see this play, because this play is not for you, because they go there. Instead of being the people incarcerated in prisons, I never got caught for dealing a hole in a stolen pistol. So this one goes out to Warren, my granted justice and crystal. So we are walking to the metro station because yesterday we did our lifts. Today we hitting that subway. We are not strangers to the subway system in New York, so we getting on the subway today. My favorite app to use for the subway system in New York is my NY Transit app. I use this app all the time, and it's simply because it is one, easy to use, two, very detailed, shows you the maps of all 5 boroughs. It shows you every line that runs through New York City. You simply plug in the address of where you are and where you are going, and it will give you details on the best route. It will also tell you if a train is delayed, if it's canceled. It also gives you the bus line as well. So you have multiple options with this app. There's multiple apps to use. This just happened to be the one that I like the most. One thing we always do is keep our Metro cards and just refill them when we come back to the city. You get your Metro card. It tells you the expiration date on the back, and I believe it's like a year or two. I'm not sure. We have these Metro cards for so long, but definitely keep your Metro card if you plan on visiting NYC again. I am a huge Harry Potter fan, so this was also on my bucket list to visit the Harry Potter store in New York. I did a whole video review on the Harry Potter store, so go to my page and you will see the full review of the Harry Potter store.
Yeah, man, I remember being so naive when life was good, weather and palm trees.
So we are stopping in Chinatown to have lunch right now because it is pouring down rain. I can't even use my camera. I brought my camera, but I can't use my camera because it is pouring down raining. So we stopped into a break room in Chinatown to have some lunch, and then we're going to our spot.
Just don't care. Nah, you just don't care. You just don't. Still selling false hope because you just don't care. House. Feel if we talking to a uniform, who the real? You know we in the deep south, so let's keep it real. This is what
our spa day was at Air Ancient Baths, and we did the couples package, which included a 90-minute massage and an hour in the baths. as well as fresh pressed juices. Now you cannot film past the lobby, so I did not. So these are some pictures from inside. But fun fact, John Wick, the very first movie, was shot in this spa.
You see what's in the background? You see my sex, baby.
If you are watching this with your kids, parental advisory, this is not for kids. This is the Museum of Sex in New York, and the exhibit was super fun land. I want to say this is probably the funnest thing we did right here in our whole trip. This was amazing. When you think of a museum of sex, you just think of what a regular museum is, but no. Everything was interactive. We had a ball. We learned a lot. I will say we definitely learned a lot. I did not show the first 2 levels of the museum in this video because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But this is the exhibit. And let me tell you, there are some mind-blowing things in this exhibit. But take your partner, your friends, whoever, you guys will have a ball. There is a bar on the bottom level with music and everything. Cool hangout. I say this all the time. If you want to know where the good restaurants are, as a local, shout out to Dan for suggesting Frida, because Frida was nothing short of amazing. The food, the service, the vibe. All of Frida was just simply amazing. The music, the message on the wall, the people. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Frida. We did have like an apple cider mule, which was fire. Had me lit for the rest of the night. I will say that. But also, I'm not a drinker, so probably the average person probably could have had like 2 of these and been fine. But the lamb was tender. What I had, I cannot remember the name of it, but it was great. That's all I can say. It was great. But my favorite thing I will say was the Caesar salad, as simple as that was. We really wanted to try the rooftop bar at the Moxie Times Square, but the line was wrapped around the building, so we opted for the lounge on the 2nd floor, which was cool, and it had a live DJ, so why not? We ended our night with pizza from Provo Pizza Bar.
Can't leave New York without having pizza.
The vessel has been on my list for a long time, and the sucky part is, it is now closed due to the pandemic, so I was not able to go into this architectural piece to view the inside and to see the outside of the city from the inside. But the good thing is it's connected to the High Line, which is a floating park above the city, and this has also been on my bucket list. Now the High Line spans about almost 2 miles through the city, and there are architectural sculptures, there's artwork, there's restaurants and shops and bars that can be accessed from the High Line. There are elevators throughout the span of the High Line, so if you have a disability, you can definitely still enjoy the High Line via the elevators. This is something you take on your leisure day, and this was our 3rd day, so we definitely wanted to see it. The architecture that you will see while on the High Line is just simply amazing, just beautiful.
That's a shame, who's to blame? I don't know, but all I know is that we still rocking them chains, still taking that whip, still trying to get paid, still trying to find God, still trying to act safe. Yeah. Put a youngin' on the corner, now he winning. By 27.
The last thing on our list to do was the Little Island, which is one of the newer attractions here in New York. It is a floating island park on the Hudson, and it is simply gorgeous. It's very peaceful, serene, and no dogs are allowed. There are tables, there's a small amphitheater. This is definitely something you should check out. I would say on your leisure day, but it's definitely cool to see. Before we left, we headed over to Banter to grab some breakfast and some coffee, and I will say it is super cute. It's a super cute cafe. It gives me very neighborhood cafe, so it's not a very big place, but the food is amazing, and so is the coffee. Here's a little view from our train ride back to Maryland. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all in the next video.